Over 260 stories recorded of MLP fanfiction. Nearly 2 million words read on one podcast by one Bronies.
Welcome to Mystery Pony Fiction, your one-stop shop for pony music videos, comic narrations, random 15.ai experiments, but mostly high-quality fanfiction audiobooks, featuring music and sound effects that bring them to a level well beyond the simple reading.
She had got 43 ponies, 18 cows, 11 pigs, and 3 goats into various little-used spaces in the castle.
Including the content only available on platforms other than YouTube, there are approximately 300 total readings of short stories and chapters of novels recorded for you to listen to on the go when your eyes are tired.
The mystery Fluttershy fan has been making this content for years on a former channel that got shut down by YouTube for content that was too hot. So that is now available as a podcast on Libsyn, as well as a podcast on Anchor that is staying as safe for work as the YouTube channel is.
Many of these fanfictions are meant for adult bronies and not children, but many are suitable for any age and are in convenient playlists to be for every pony, T for teen and M for mature.
So close your eyes and get comfortable as an Aussie narrator reads your favorite bedtime stories. Crikey. Voices generated by 15.ai.
Don't worry, you won't hear me say
Gay!
oops.
If one of you gay nincompoop says gay one more freaking time, I swear in my former gay queen's gay that I'm not going to command my gay changeling kingdom to burn down this gay ponyland in a gay fashion.
Low battery, 2% battery remaining.
All 4 of Sweetie Bowl's legs suddenly went limp, and she fell forward and flat on her stomach like a rag doll.
Low power mode. Limb movement and organic movement mimicry system are disabled to conserve power.
No! Sweetie Bowl muttered.
Under the sea, hey. Under the sea, under the sea, at the beautiful sunny shore in the light sea, baby I'm free.
As Anon sang, Twilight could swear on Celestia's large bubble butt that she could hear ethereal voices singing alongside Anon. Good, then you won't mind if I do this. She dropped the cans to the ground and raised the can opener in her hoof. Sunny, no, not in my bedroom! Zip shouted in horror, and Sunny began stabbing several of the cans open. I'm sure if you just explained why you like, I can never show my face anywhere ever again, unless we have him locked away in the dungeons before he can talk. Pip, is that pineapple on your pizza? The lights dimmed, and the various filmmaking factoids faded out to the Lighthouse Entertainment intro slate.
3 billion equine lives ended on August 29, 3997. The survivors of the nuclear fire called the war Judgment Day. They lived only to face a new nightmare, the war against the machines.
In the distance, thunder grumbled, a distant echo of the uncertainty churning within her. As the rain intensified, so did the storm within Izzy. She wrestled her emotions like a tempest at sea, questioning the very foundation of her perpetual smile. Of all the worst things that could happen today, this is the worst possible thing! Fluttershy broke into song. What is this drink filled with so many wonders, casting its spell that I am now under? Spices in the mug make the taste so appealing, and it fills me with such a warm feeling. Oh, cider has such a wonderful charm, and I owe it to the Apple family farm. If I knew this drink would be tasting so right, I'd have drunk it sooner and every night. She'd shown him some rather creative and painful uses for her tools when he talked back to her. Still, it has been lonely since my father passed. I suppose once you've been delimbed, I could keep you around as a body pillow, It's either that or... Sunny ran a hoof across Sprout's throat, and she knew immediately what she had to do. You can't have happiness. You ruined me. Now I'll ruin you. Workers! The brown one. There, him first. There's no time, Twilight. The train will be here in 30 seconds. Pinky screamed. Sure enough, Twilight could feel the rumble as the train drew nearer to the fork. She could see it now, plumes of smoke billowing from the locomotive. Twilight was pretty much having a panic attack. She was hyperventilating and fanning her face with her wings, trying to calm down. I can do this! I can do this! I can do this! Pinky, you decide! She turned to find Pinky attempting to tie herself to the tracks. Pinky! A giant timer appeared in the sky, slowly counting down from 10. Dear Princess Twilight, we want you to know that we all love you very, very much, and we are all your friends. Love. Beneath the closing of the small letter was written the name of every classmate of that class, all children who perhaps didn't have a clue what the stress of death was like. A drop of water stained the paper, as it had brought Twilight to tears once more, but this time she was smiling. She gave the filly a warm, tight hug, closing her eyes tightly as she swore. For just a moment she could feel her friends smiling at her from above. You should stop what you're doing right now. The chine ring flopped over, waving her tail.
But it feels so good. What are you going to do to me?
In a violent, noisy explosion of red fluid and mostly yellowish chunks, Amphibia stopped existing. Apple Bloom! AJ called into the well. I'm gonna toss a rope down the well. When it gets down, I want you to tie it around yourself. Can you do that? I think so. But hurry, Applejack, my leg really hurts. The beast grunted and screeched as the hell spawn swayed wildly up and down before attempting to pounce on John. The cowboy quickly drew his revolver and placed a bullet right between the creature's eyes. The heavy, dull sound of the monster's body hitting the ground as John slowly climbed to his feet. I hope this works! Izzy then fired a bolt of energy skywards, causing the storm to begin to subside and ultimately for the skies to clear and the winds to stop. Izzy's horn glowed and there was a loud clunk. Hitch's ears swiveled. That had sounded like a deadbolt. It was followed by a chain and a thunk of a wood beam. He turned to look at the door, which appeared a lot more like a bank vault than it had when he walked in. But then the dark clouds gathered above us. An angel started running. I couldn't stop her before she reached the Everfree forest. I called out for Angel, but I couldn't find him anywhere. Rarity grabbed a piece of the falling rubble and aimed it at the beast. The chunk of debris hit it like a meteor, but only managed to stagger it briefly. The rest of the building fell over across the road, blocking it from advancing any further inland. In fact, just above her, a chickadee was singing in the hopes of attracting a mate. Oh, those chickadees! Smiling to herself, Fluttershy kept walking, still keeping an ear turned upwards to listen to the song. Fluttershy looked up. A female had landed right next to the male, apparently interested, satisfied with his progress. The male propositioned her with the classic phrase of chickadees everywhere.
Hey, sugar beak, wanna doink?
As she got closer, the creature's wails became more clear. It sounded strange, like some kind of mix mash of different animals. Fluttershy slowed her trot as she got nearer. She could pick up hints of different animals and the creatures screaming. From the roars of bears to the chirping of birds, to the hissing of snakes to growls of timber wolves. It sounded unnatural, almost synthetic. She reminded herself that the Everfree was home to many strange creatures that would seem abnormal to most ponies. and in any case, it was no reason to leave the poor thing wounded.